Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On play action, it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. When going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning to overtime.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against, and the interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, that's a nice tackle there by the safety, but in truth, he's really playing linebacker because he's lined up so close to the line of scrimmage. He's able to read and react with force and make the play behind the line.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Being chased out left. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. Carr now on first down. That's caught by Waller out left side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now Carr. Steps away to his left. And this incomplete. Oh, my. He might have been celebrating in the end zone if he'd held on. Nearly picked, but instead, it'll bring up fourth down. Carlson able to put this one through. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
On play action, Prescott. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Play action now, Prescott. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Drake. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. That's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. The quick slant good for a 1st down. A gain of 12. Carr completes it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25 on 2nd down. Carr flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Carr. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Prescott off play action. Going up top for Miller. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Scotty Miller as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, now Carr sliding out of the pocket. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On first down, Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That catch good for only a couple.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Now Prescott. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big play.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 77 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carr will look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. He's at the 50. The 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Trying to run for it with Pollard. They find some open field here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room.
Touchdown! And that's caught at the 2. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw his Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. Flushed out right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Carr to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Carr, got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. And I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
He got 29 yards that time. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pollard going to try the right side. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Able to connect with Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Carr to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play, has them in field goal range with a chance to win. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And this one is right down the middle. And they've come